Welcome back. In the previous part, we got something from Gumshoe here that we can use to maybe investigate the murder scene, which we need to do ahead of time of the case that's coming up. So let's go back to the underground parking lot. Thank you very much, Gumshoe, for that. Still chuckling to himself there. February 22nd, prosecutor's office, underground parking lot. Looks like the investigation is still going. I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit till the sun sleeps. I'll see you in my dreams tonight then, baby. Jelly donut hat. Oh, still here? Us? You're the one who's been stood here for ages. Hello. Why the surprised looks? Didn't I mention? I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too. Have you now? What happened to the security guard? Hey, what's wrong, Bambino? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd. Okay. Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Like, are you really shaving your beard like that, though? Doesn't seem, like, wise, really. So, the victim. Something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime. Cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. He's asleep. Oh, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Alright, Marshall. There's something I wanted to ask you. The scene of the crime, a cold grave for men who've lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, and you get the idea. He's asleep! Well, should we show him? Right, clearly present the thingy. Hey, look here. Looks like something's been crossed out. Maybe there's a letter or something to Detective Gumshoe. Let's see. Annual bonus $20. I think a couple of zeros are missing. No, that sounds about right. At least in that detective's case. Maybe I should rethink my career as an investigator. Yeah, maybe. Can I not get anything else from it? Is that it? Okay. Guess I'll just hand it to him then. Would you mind reading this for me? What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon. It's a letter of introduction for Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate? Gumshoe? Ah, that old cowdog. You holding a birthday party or something? Huh? Look where it should say letter of introduction. It says invitation. Ah, I think you just miswrote it. Wait, why am I getting all defensive here? No worries. This proves it's from Detective Gumshoe. Better than a blood test. So I'd better let you in then. Thank you, Officer Marshall. Oh, that's right. He's a patrolman, not a detective. Which reminds me. Hey, wait a sec. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher? Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Are you okay? Note to self, police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say? I say I won't be needing this anymore. Detective Gumshoe's letter of introduction crumpled and discarded. Well, that's where I suppose. Right, now can I talk to him about stuff? Ah, there we go. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim? Good men always die young. Remember that, partner. Could you be a little more specific? Bruce Gutman. He was a detective, right? Oh, well. Aren't you a feisty doggy there now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. The smiling Madonna told me the tale. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Starr. One stab to the chest. A fine piece of work. This here's the autopsy report. Goodman's autopsy report added to the court record. Was my sister involved with the victim in any way? Funny you should mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all. Nothing in common? They apparently worked together on a case a few years back. So there's no motive. Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the Chief Prospector. It's weird with the Chief Prospector. But my sister caught the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here to this parking lot. So it seems. Like calling an unarmed man to a shootout at high noon. Are you okay? Seriously? What's in that thing you're drinking? I don't mean offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective. You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas. Huh? I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth. Oh, really? Now he tells me. But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene? Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina? So why are you in charge? No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime. That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do... nothing important, at least. He's nothing but a sallow old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh? Edgeworth? The cowdog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just you don't realize it yet. Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation? I thought we knew that. Alright then. So let's see about moving. No, not moving. Sliding. Right, so examine. Alright, start with the phone down here. This looks like a cell phone. Scientific analysis would suggest that it belonged to the victim. Can't think of anyone else it could belong to. What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Right, let's check it out. Okay. I can't control this right now. I was going to go there much quicker than you're doing it. Okay, so weird that it's like I like the art style here because it's like it could look hand drawn. It could. It's like it's so close to looking hand drawn, but it is a 3D model. Just like that's kind of cool. They nailed the art style on this stuff very, very nicely. Very nicely. Okay, so let's zoom in. Zoom it. Thank you. This phone's still on the redial screen. Redial? Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. Just press the button to display the number you called. Okay. Convenient, isn't it? I'm surprised you didn't know about it. Well, no one uses phones like that these days. It's just for the internet. Twitter and Reddit and Instagram. Yes, stuff like that. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial. Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation. Whatever. Let's check this phone out. Okay. What are these things? There's like numbers at the bottom. What do they do? What are they for? Why would a phone have numbers on it? That's just like a phone from like the 17th century. Now, to see who the owner of this phone called last. Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first, he just pushes the button. Beep. Well, alright then. Hey, that's the song. I know that. Hey, what's going on over here? Oh, sorry. I see you, partner. You pressed redial on that phone, didn't you? Well, yeah? Whose phone is this anyway? It's like, I don't know. It was on the ground over there. Whose is it? Belongs to Chief Prosecutor Sky. What? It's my sister's? She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing to call someone. Except she only spoke for a few seconds according to this. Who did she call? No idea. Sorry, partner. I've got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ring tunes. Ring tunes? Oh, sorry, that was my phone. What? Your phone? Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number. I hope you're not lying. I'll shoot you for that in Texas, partner. Uh-oh. I've incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. So she was ringing Pheonix. Why? Why was she ringing Pheonix at 5:18? That's very strange. Lana Sky. So there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister? That's correct, but it's a goldmine of evidence against her. And the prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences. Officer Marshall. Yeah, Bambina? How can you say that? You and my sister, you were... Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about? I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's a-blowing through the prospector's office. Dry wind or ill will? It's like combining wind and will there. Will there. Someone's up to something here, but who? Yeah, there's a lot going on here. Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth have been flying around for nearly 2 years now. Forged evidence arranging testimonies, you mean? He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them. If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say. One person? Who? Hate to say this, but it's your sister, Bambina. Chief Prospector Lana Sky. What? My sister? Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets, some people load them with deals. You're trying to... What are you saying? Edgeworth was making deals to win trials? Where there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old-timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it. Is that what Detective Gumshoe was... Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth? What's going on here? Let's slide again, because we haven't finished investigating, have we, at all? No. This appears to be the car where the body was found. Looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn! Yeah. Prosecutors get the big bucks. Yes. It's because it's mostly criminals that need them, so they have a lot of money because of the crimes they do. Hey? A block. This area is reserved for prosecutors. Defense attorneys are regulated to B block. I dream of the day when I will be able to park my car here. I'll go over to B block, buy my hamburgers from you, Mr. Wright. I'm not planning on giving up my job that soon. Dear. What else? Number 1? This rope, is it? Yep, they laid it in the outline of the victim's body. So wait, the victim must have died when the killer closed the trunk on him. You've got to be the only person I know that would come to that conclusion. It's possible, though. So number 3 was the phone. Where's number 2? Where's number 2? That seems odd. Why is there not a number 2? B block is through there. That's where visitors park. I can see the land car over there, far in the distance. Yeah, you're right. I like the cute design on the door. I can see a cartoon cow munching down on a juicy-looking steak. Doesn't that strike you as a little creepy? Just don't think too deeply about it, and you'll be fine. Okay. So... we got anything else going on here? We got anything else we can talk to him about now? No. We're not really been directed anywhere else, though. Maybe... that? 5:12 p.m. The prospector's bright red steed came in a trot. Real slow-like. A trot? My Madonna tells me the crime occurred 3 minutes later. So it seems the chief prospector was lying in wait. Maybe waiting for her prince to ride in on his bright red horse. So what you mean is, Killer intended to use Edgeworth's car all along. Try the phone. My sister's cell phone. The last time it was used was 5:18, right after Goodman was killed. Maybe she was cancelling her date for that night. Why did Lana make that call? Alright, compadre, count to 3. Huh? You gotta do that if you're going to draw evidence on someone. That's what we do in Texas. Remind me never to visit Texas. Okay, so I don't feel... just trying to think what's relevant here. Right, compadre... right. What's that? Some sort of police passport? This is Detective Goodman's ID card. Strangely enough, he found it at a good distance away from the crime scene. Yeah, it sounds like it's at the entrance bit, so it feels like he's the one who let the car in. Good distance in this rat hole. You want distance, get yourself to Texas. Texas? This is a tiny little crime scene in a tiny little town with tiny little evidence. What difference does a few yards make, compadre? Note to self, if you encounter suspicious evidence, think of Texas. There's no better way to study than to hang out with the pros. Okay. This is count to 3. Nope. Oh. You'd think to do that. This must be the victim's blood, right? However that old Edgeworth cut himself peeling an apple. What's Edgeworth doing with a knife like this anyway? Maybe he spends his weekend roughing it in the wild. Edgeworth, in the wild? I think my fruit peeling theory is more likely. Are you kidding? I was pictured him as an outdoorsman. Now there's a scary thought. Yeah, probably. Is that it? Okay. So let's just do some more checking on these things. Check it out, there's a metal plate here. Looks like the names of all the previous recipients are engraved on it. Wow, one guy's listed a bunch of times. Von Karma, oh dear. Guess he must be a foreigner. Yeah, that's probably it. Oh, wherever he's from. He must have been an amazing prosecutor. I'd like to meet this Mr. Von Karma sometime. When she says it, his name does have kind of a ring to it. Yeah, I think that's it. Then, maybe? Okay, so... Miles Edgeworth, 1712. This is dated the day of the crime. The murder took place 3 minutes after Edgeworth parked his car. If only he was held up at a couple of extra red lights, he wouldn't have been caught up in this whole affair. Perhaps. Just goes to show you never know what'll happen when you run a yellow light. I suppose. Nothing on the back, okay. No, I wanted to check it, not give it to you. I mean, I didn't want this. But, ooh. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. I always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. That's no fun. Alright, we're learning things here. Like, I just don't think to do this, obviously, because, you know, I've not had this in the actual rest of the game, so... A name and an ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID, yep. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters. Letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman. ID, Yabba Dab. Not not Yabba Dab Ah. Okay. See, wouldn't that be a bit better? Yabba Dab. It does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point. Doesn't take that much to amuse her. Okay. Just trying to think, what else have we not checked? We didn't get to you, did we? It's like, okay, it's just a picture of it, alright. Okay. Okay, the usual stuff. Check more about this, maybe? So we had the button there. Does it do anything else now that's happened? Strap? Oh, what a boring strap. What's wrong with it? Button has different tastes, you know. Hey, check out mine. It's a pink princess strap. These are hard to come by, you know. I see the series is popular as ever with the kids. Okay. So is it going to be just dial it again? There's no need to push this again. What's wrong? You look like I do during finals. Never mind, it's nothing. Okay, so now it's fully ticked. The thing is, I want the things fully ticked. That's the thing, because then I know I've done it. Okay. So is there anything else I missed here? Because we really haven't been directed anywhere. Hold on. What's this? Looks like a note of some sort. Look, something's written on it. Okay, you're right. Let's see. 67S122. Okay, there's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman. Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed. Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright? How am I supposed to know? Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright. I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what it means either. Goodman's note added to the court record. So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright? Guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone. So you think we'll be okay? Oh, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it. No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal. By the way, Emma. Yes? I know that song your phone plays when it rings. What? It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? A popular TV show for kids. The phone that rang earlier wasn't mine. Oh, okay. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place. Your sister called you, didn't she, Emma? I'm sorry. Can you tell me what you talked about? She hung up right away. I see. Cell phone updated. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like maybe I still don't know everything that went on here. Oh, we definitely don't know everything that went on here. To be continued. I think that's probably like a lovely place to actually end this part, though, because clearly this is like it's done the fade out that it does. It's going to go to the trial next, isn't it? So it's a lovely place to stop. have a save, get a cup of tea, you know, the usual stuff. So we'll see you in the next part, I assume, with the trial. Ta-ta for now.